Welcome to the Adult Man, guys. Today's video is sponsored by Chef V. They actually helped me out with my 3-day juice cleanse, and I'm going to talk about what I did to prepare for the juice cleanse, what my body was like beforehand. I'm going to go through what actually happened during the juice cleanse and the results at the end. So I haven't gotten into the juice cleanse yet, but tomorrow is my first day, and so I'm going to bring you along the whole trip and we're going to see what happens. Alright guys, so I'm done with my juice cleanse now. It's been actually about a week and a half since I did the juice cleanse. I had some issues where I took a bunch of video on my phone to kind of walk you through the process, but most of that video got damaged, so I don't actually have that. I have a couple snippets just to prove that I did it, because I did it and you guys need to know, and it was hard. Alright guys, so why did I choose to do a 3-day juice cleanse in the first place? Starting 2020, I wasn't in the worst shape of my life, but I was getting pretty bloated. My diet wasn't great, and it had been suffering from just doing a lot of work and not really focusing on going to the grocery store, cooking meals, and doing things the right way, in my opinion, which is to cook your own food for the most part and to just eat pretty healthy. And I just wanted to make a quick change, something a little bit drastic, which in my opinion, a 3-day juice cleanse isn't the best way of losing weight, because you can't just juice cleanse forever. But it was a great jump start to getting myself to a weight that I was much more comfortable with, that I had more energy with. And so where I started was at 194. So I wanted to get back below 190 as quick as possible, and I was feeling the motivation. Then I found out about Chef V, and I went with them for my 3-day juice cleanse, because looking ahead to a 3-day juice cleanse, you're like, oh man, can I not eat food for 3 days? I've never fasted for a single day. So for me, having a program, having somebody guide me along was very important. Now, when you do the Chef V juice cleanse, you actually get a lot of support, and I was very surprised with the program and actually really happy with the program. So Chef V sets you up with, you have an organic shake, you have green juices every day, and they also set you up with some soups as well that are really good for detoxing. So they had carrot ginger zing, and then they also had sweet potato curry soup, and those were both really good. And so how the program worked was, I'd wake up in the morning, drink a cup of water, and then go and they had a certain amount of ounces that you should drink for water. They supplied you with all the green juices that you needed, and then middle of the day, you go ahead and do a protein shake, and then towards the end of the day, kind of for dinner, you had a pint of soup, and that was all the food that was allowed on this program. 3 days prior, you can also do the pre-cleanse diet. So I also did that as well, and that of course is cutting out processed foods, a lot of red meat, anything with like canola oil or heavy in fats. You cut those out as well 3 days beforehand. So I did that too. So that's part of this as well. So really, when I say 3-day juice cleanse, I mean like a 3-day pre-cleanse and a 3-day full-on juice cleanse. So it's really a 6-day process. Okay guys, so before I jump into my results and what happened, again, I started at 194 pounds, a little bit over that. I want to talk about the whole process, what it all felt like, and where I struggled and where I was really surprised, positively surprised. Day one, of course, I started to get the caffeine. No caffeine really got me, especially that first day. I tried to keep up with my work, but it was difficult. It was difficult because I did not have a lot of focus during those whole 3 days, but ultimately, I think it led to a lot of changes in my body. It helped me reset. It helped me show me some things that I didn't know I was really capable of beforehand. So I'm really happy about that. Day 2 is where I started to run into some trouble. Towards the evening, and I believe I have a video still from that time, and I'm gonna show it to you right now. But just take a look at my face, and I think my face says it all. So this is like right kind of before I was trying to go to bed, but I couldn't even sleep because it just really started to get me. So I'm gonna roll that video right now, tell you a little bit about what I was thinking, and then come back to you after that.
I was
watching Planet Earth. About 8 o'clock rolled around, and then I got really, really hungry out of nowhere. Very tired, not feeling great right now. So then I went for a second soup, which is second of those detox soups that Chef V sent along. So usually you're supposed to only have one, but rather than caving, I went with the second soup. So the chef would be proud, or would be very disappointed, one of the two. All right, so as you can see, I had like huge rings under my eyes, and I was suffering that time. It just really, I think when they said that Chef V sends out an email and they say like you will experience, there's a lot of side effects because your body starts giving out those toxins, and really you just like almost get sick from it, and they call it a healing crisis. So I think that night that was it, man. And then, not to get gross on you, but I went poo-poo a lot. Like it was nice. I knew that the cleanse was taking its course. For me, it really did take about 40 hours or so. When I woke up the third day, I already had a headache, did not feel well at all. And so I went ahead and I ate half of a little Tupperware of broccoli and Brussels sprouts. I'm gonna show you the size of that. I did end up, so I ate half of this full of broccoli and Brussels sprouts that were just roasted with salt and pepper. So after eating the Brussels sprouts and the broccoli, I felt like Superman. I felt amazing. Fourth juice, yeah! And that was also another big surprising factor, just being like, how much can a very small amount of food really give your body energy? And I connected with that again. Yeah! That was probably actually the coolest thing that I noticed this whole experience, besides really clearing out my body, was just how much a little bit of food, how far that can really take you. When everything was said and done, again, I said I started at 194, was not feeling well, and then I'm gonna roll the clip and show you how much I was at the end.
Whoa.
All in all, highly recommend doing a 3-day juice cleanse for 2 big reasons, really. Number 1, it does give you a full reset over what's going on in your body. It really clears out the digestive system and just gives you a clean slate to start again. Number 2, I thought it was huge in terms of mental toughness and learning things about my body, learning things about my mental ability to cope with hunger, those kinds of things. I had no idea that I could go 3 days without eating solid food. I guess I only went 2 days, but I had no idea I could go 2 days. I had no idea I could go 1 day without eating solid food. And I just went ahead and did it. I didn't think about it really. I just did like a 3, 2, 1 go. And I remember feeling fantastic after I ate food the 4th day. That was great. I mean, I love food probably more than anything in the world. So giving it up for 3 days was a great experience because it just made me love it all the more. Again, guys, I highly recommend doing a 3-day juice cleanse. If you're on the fence wondering whether or not you should do one, you should and you can. That is a big thing that I want you to take away is I had never fasted for a day, and going through Chef V and having their guidance and having their supplements, the organic protein shake, the juice, and the detox soup, having those all in place, ready for me to go, or ready to go for me, that was huge. And it helped me do something that I really, if you would have asked me like, hey, can you go 3 days on a cleanse? I would have said no. But having them help me along, especially with their emails, they have a really great email newsletter that goes out and helps you along the whole process. So they're with you the whole time. You're not really doing it alone, you're doing it with them, and they guide you through the process. So I love that part. If you want to check out Chef V, we have a link in the description below. Again, love their service, and if I ever do another 3-day juice cleanse, I will definitely choose them because they made it easier than I ever thought. They made it easier than I thought. Please tap the subscribe button down below, guys. Again, check out Chef V. We have a link in the description below. And while you're at it, please check out theadultman.com. We have tons of fashion, fitness, and lifestyle articles that are ready for you to peruse, and so you can also, while you're getting into shape, you can also get the killer duds going. That's it for us, guys. Thank you so much for joining. And until next time, stay manly.